MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Steven Strasburg gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a four-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
Here's Colton Wong now. He will lead this one off today. He's set. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter as he'll take a look at ball 1. Carpenter playing here in his age 34 season. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. Strasburg has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through for a hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and a strike to count. A 1 pitch on its way.
Ball 1. 1-0.
And that misses 2-1.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1. In the dirt here, so he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. Wong on second. Goldschmidt is over at first with 1 away. Good battle. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Yadi Molina digging in now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. That's popped up. Coming in on it is Eaton. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The set and the 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Robles, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cardinals lead it 1-0. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope. That's inside.
Nope. 3-0.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Striding in now for the Nats, Adam Eaton. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. Throw over to the bag. Lined into right, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
But we just witnessed some elite speed going from first to third, as Showtrack is demonstrating. You won't find many other guys in this or any other sport for that matter that are capable of picking them up and putting them down like he can, and it ended up making a play not even close at third.
So here's Starlin Castro, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit too.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left, and with it they've left in front now 3-1.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Juan Soto to the plate now.
The left fielder.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery.
Oh, that's outside.
Three runs already home here. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
Hey, sometimes it doesn't go exactly according to plan. 2 aces on the mound. We thought they were going to throw up donuts all game. Both teams are able to score. Let's see which one settles down quicker.
Now the 2-1 pitch is off the plate, up and away.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Fouled off. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another one sent foul.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, talk about a rough start to an inning, a 3-run bomb and then a base hit. This could get real ugly, Hero.
Yeah, you can tell, Dan. He's going to have to execute a little bit better than that. They were sitting in that hitters meeting, and they were ready. They're keeping their front shoulders in, looking for something up, out, over, and they are not missing it.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two and 0 to the Nationals center fielder.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Yeah. 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Eric Thames is on deck. Popped him up. Goldschmidt in foul ground. He's got it one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Eric.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And in steps the lefty power threat, Eric Thames. Has a look, now the pitch. Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Well,
2-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now, and until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
The 2-0 finds the zone, strike one.
Count is 2-1.
All even now, 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll get a slider up that time, but he swings through it for the first strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Up to an even 30 pitches here in the first inning. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. DeYoung is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But the Nationals strike for three, all coming via this three-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-1 Washington. So striding in, Tommy Edman. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Out in front of it, strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Here it comes.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 22. Jack.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. From the belt, the pitch. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Runners on first with 1 down. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And the bunt attempt will be foul, so we'll see how they want to play it now with 2 strikes. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And the flip to a hustling Strasburg covering at the bag for the out.
The batter, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Here's the 1-0. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Carter Kieboom digs in now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back to center fielder. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Nationals move in front now 4-1.
Man, I'm not sure what the thinking is right there. You've got the pitcher on deck and you groove one in there on a 3-1 count. I don't understand the logic in that one.
At the plate now, Steven Strasburg. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 home is in off the plate.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Wow, talk about frustrating. You're facing a poor hitting pitcher, and now you're behind in a count 2-0. It's time to start throwing some strikes.
3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
And another foul ball. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Bader is right there, 1 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Ray Turner.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Turner has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base and he's thinking about second and third.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Eaton.
Adam Eaton digging in next as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. The 1-1 home. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Here's a high pop-up. Wong waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. And the pitch. In there at the knees, strike one.
0-1.
The 0-1.
Ball 1. Look out, 1-1.
Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly.
Into the second deck and gone.
Solo shot to right center, and the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 2. It's now 4-2 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Looking up is the left fielder, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Now batting. The shortstop,
So Paul DeYoung digs in next as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robles is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
the catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
In now, Dexter Fowler. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Into the box, Tommy Edman batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader as he'll take a look at ball 1. Ball and a strike. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2-1, here it is.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually don't have as good a control as you do when you just let it go free and easy.
Fouled off. Ready with the payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jack Flaherty, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Two out, bases loaded. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Back out 2-2.
The 2-2 pitch.
You got a full count. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in once again, Colton Wong. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Comes set, the 0-1.
1-1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The set and the 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Eaton is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 4-4. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's Starlin Castro. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless. There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Skied into straightaway right. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Here now is Juan Soto. First offering on its way.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 16, Victor Robles.
Now at the plate, Victor Robles, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. A man at third with one away. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Wong has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Digging in, Eric Thames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Now here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And now pitch on the way. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Nationals 5 and the Cardinals 4. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's Matt Carpenter.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robles is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So coming to the plate, Paul DeYoung. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0.
On its way is pitch number 75. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. At the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Kurt Suzuki.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Gone! So a solo shot there from Kurt Suzuki, and it's now 6-4. One of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2 to the Nationals pitcher. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here now is Trey Turner, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double. In now is Adam Eaton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Outside, 3-0 now. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
The 3-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. One in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. We're through 4. It's a 2-run lead now. It's 6-4. Digging in and looking for more, Yadier Molina. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ground ball left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hits are even at 7 apiece. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Eaton is under this one. And that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy Edman.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Eaton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here 6-4. Genesis Cabrera, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Genesis Cabrera.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping into the box, Starlin Castro. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0. Now here's the pitch.
Hey! Back outside.
Juan Soto will be next. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Hit back toward the mound. And there's one down now.
The left fielder, number 22. Soto.
Standing in, Juan Soto. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Wong. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Six runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Skied into very shallow right. Fowler giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Nationals 6 and the Cardinals 4. At the plate, Harrison Bader. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Harrison Bader.
He's set. Here it comes. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Rangel Ravelo will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
47.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. Ravelo, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The count now at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Colton Wong. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Still 2-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Pitch popped up. Kieboom has room in foul territory, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Score remains steady at 6-4. Ryan Helsley enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
Digging in now, Eric Thames. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-1 home.
Ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1.
Ball, that's outside.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
First delivery to him on the way. Runner goes for second. Fouled away. Comes set with the 0-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Wong calls for it. Makes the play, one away.
The batter, number 8.
Carter Kieboom will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Runner at first here, one man out. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
That's
3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
3-1. Here it is. Hit out towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Howie. Kendrick.
0-1 the count. Runners are at first and second with 1 away.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Left center, base hit. Thames is on his way home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 3, and he's safe.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
Into the box now, Trey Turner, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And it's 1-2.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, right fielder, Adam Eaton.
Digging in, Adam Eaton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. 2 out here and a runner at second. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 8 and the Cardinals 4. Tanner Rainey is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 21, Tanner Rainey.
Matt Carpenter will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
The 0-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the stretch. Squared that one up just a little late. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
And that misses 1-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-1 home. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
To the plate now, Paul DeYoung. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is.
That's out.
Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Now the 1-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
First and second now, one man out. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling. Compose yourself and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Strike taken up in the zone.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes, and it's fouled away. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Number 62 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 62.
Last half of the seventh here, so stepping in, Starlin Castro. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Standing in, Juan Soto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way.
No, that's low.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Bases are empty, one man out. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Belted out toward deep center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for the Nationals, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles digging in now. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That's
0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
Another 1-2 delivery. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Here's another 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Again, another foul ball. Fouled off. The 1-2. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Wander Suero has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 51, Wander Suero.
Stepping into the box, Dexter Fowler. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Suero, 28 years old. He's a second-year big leaguer. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Ready with the 0-2.
Nope,
That's
a
inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Striding in, Tommy Edman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Up next to the Cardinals, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up and he couldn't recover in time.
Lane Thomas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For St. Louis, number 35, Lane Thomas.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Castro at second. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Junior Fernandez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44, Junior Fernandez.
So striding forward now, Eric Thames. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Eric Thames.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Popped him up. DeYoung is under it. He's got it 1 away.
The catcher, number 28, Kurt Suzuki.
Stepping in, Kurt Suzuki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. One out, nobody on. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
The 0-2 home. Hit in the air out to left field. Edman is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 8.
Ready once again, Carter Kieboom. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First offering on its way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. And he takes a cold strike 1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Three and one. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
As Drupal Cabrera will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Fastball well outside. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. 2 out with the man at first. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Reined in. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. Another try at 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw to Wong, and the inning is over. Nationals leave one. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Roenis Elias comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 55, Roenis Elias.
All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Colton Wong. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB, trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
The windup and the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he popped him up. Kieboom in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 0-2 once more. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate, Matt Carpenter. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Elias, the former Seattle Mariner, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home, so this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Washington Nationals posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Steven Strasburg is credited with the win. Jack Flaherty permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line.